The ministration of the Spirit is very broad. Is very broad. It says, walk in the Spirit, and you will not gratify the things of the flesh. Many people don't know what that means. And I believe every person doesn't know until they experience what walking in the Spirit means. I started knowing what it means to walk in the Spirit just last year, when I started having an encounter with the presence of God. I'm very sorry that these recordings are coming so randomly. I'm not finding an anchor to start and to continue from, but I hope you find something. I started knowing what it means to walk in the Spirit last year, because the Bible speaks about the apostles. They will be filled with the Holy Ghost. When they were filled, they started to speak in tongues. They started to prophesy. Every believer that will be filled, speak in tongues, prophesy. What was happening? There's a time where in your walk with God, you go to the place of prayer, you pray, you become filled with the Spirit. You become filled. And then there's something when you walk out from there that happens. You're filled with the Spirit. Oh God. You start to find yourself, you're joyous, you start to randomly sing worship songs. You start to speak in tongues randomly. You are just, maybe you are cleaning. There's that life, there's that fervency. You just speak in tongues. You just worship. It's randomly. You have those desires to just, I feel like I can just go and pray. What has happened? You became filled with the Spirit. You're filled. Like that fervency, that life. Even you are not forcing anything. Everything is just happening. It's at ease. There's joy. There's that fervency into it. That's what it means to walk by the Spirit. You don't even force to live a holy life. You just walk through it. It's by the Spirit. What it means by the Spirit, it's no longer by your ability. It's by His ability that He worketh all. Everything is happening by the Spirit. It is by the ministration of the Spirit. You are no longer trying to love. You are suddenly loving. Why? Because love is the fruit of the Spirit. And now you are full of the Spirit. You love. You are no longer trying. It is by the ability of the Spirit that you are loving. You are no longer trying to be peaceful. You are not saying, I need to cultivate peace. No, you are no longer cultivating joy. You are suddenly joyful. Why? It is by the Spirit. Shall no man prevail? There is nothing you can accomplish in Christianity by your efforts and by discipline. It is by your Spirit. If there is any discipline in your life you should practice, it is the discipline you practice yourself to stay in the presence of God. And as you stay in the presence of God, there is a ministration of the Spirit called quickening. He comes, He quickens you. And that quickening, He quickens you by infilling you with Himself. As He infills you with Himself, what is happening? He is imparting Himself to you. There's an impartation that takes place. For He said that I will put my Spirit within them and I will cause them to walk in my ways. It is through the impartation of the Spirit that He enables us to walk in His ways. You can never walk in the ways of God without the impartation of the Spirit, without the infilling of the Spirit. What do I mean? You can never walk in the things of God by your own. It has to be by the ministration of the Spirit. And He says, as you get filled with the Spirit of God, things start to happen. Revelations start to come. What are these revelations? One of the things, the ministration of the Spirit is to show you things to come. Now you can go to sleep, you start seeing dreams, you start having visions, you start seeing things that are going to come to pass. Because he says when he comes, he will show you things to come. How is he showing you? It is by the Spirit. If anything in your life is happening and it's not by the Spirit, you are